Buhari sets up committee to handle power transfer to next president. Brother kills man for raping sister in Benue. Federal government vows sanctions for fuel marketers rejecting POS and transfers. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the establishment of Presidential Transition Council to handle power transmission from the current government to a new one come May 29, 2023. This is also as the President signed the Executive Order No. 14 of 2023 on the facilitation and management of the presidential transitions. The Executive Order No. 14 of 2023 makes provision for the institutionalization of a legal framework that will create a seamless transition of power from one presidential administration to another. This was contained in a statement on Thursday, February 9, 2023, by the Director of Information, Office of the Secretary General of the Federation, Willie Bassi, who said the President has appointed the SGF boss Mustafa to aid the Council. The Council will be inaugurated by the SGF on Tuesday, February 14, 2023, at the Conference Hall of the SGF. Members of the committee include Chairman Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Solicitor General of the Federation and Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Justice, Permanent Secretaries of Defense, Interior, Finance, Budget and National Planning, Foreign Affairs, Information and Culture, Federal Capital Territory Administration, Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Cabinet Affairs Office, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, General Services Office, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Economic and Political Affairs Office, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, State House, National Security Advisor, Chief of Defense Staff, Inspector General of Police, Director General National Intelligence Agency, Director General State Security Services, and Chief Registry of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. The brother of a raped victim on Thursday allegedly stabbed a yet-to-be-identified man accused of raping his sister to death in the North Bank suburb of Makurdi, Benue State. An eyewitness who spoke on condition of anonymity for security reasons said the event that claimed the life of the suspected rapist started when the victim, who was informed to be from a Tiv tribe, accused the young Hausa man of raping her. The lady reported the incident to her brother, who confronted the Hausa man and allegedly stabbed him, and by the time they rushed the Hausa man to the hospital, he had died. It was gathered that when the news of the death of the suspected rapist became public knowledge, it triggered a crisis that led to the destruction of properties in the community. Confirming the incident, the State Police Public Relations Officer SP Catherine said a young man had chased a lady and people suspected that he wanted to take advantage of the girl. They asked him while he was chasing the girl and a fight ensued. Somebody stabbed him and he died on his way to the hospital. After his burial, some miscreants in the area rose up. A house was burnt, but peace has been restored to the area, the PPRO said. The federal government on Thursday commenced the deployment of security agencies to filling stations across the country to ensure the use of point-of-sale machines and the acceptance of bank transfer at the various outlets. It vowed to deal with oil marketers who reject POS machines or bank transfers from customers, stressing that the move became vital following reports that some filling stations were culpable as regards the development, despite the severe cash crunch nationwide. The oil marketers, however, said that they were also hit by the cash crunch, as this had affected their operations in diverse ways, denying them the ability to restock in some instances. The government's directive to marketers came through the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority in a statement issued in Abuja by the agency's General Manager of Corporate Communications and Stakeholders Management, Kimchi Apollo. The NMDPRA said it would work with law enforcement agencies to enforce the use of POS machines and acceptance of cash transfers at retail outlets, stressing that oil marketers who flout the directive would be dealt with. Here are the headlines again. Buhari sets up committee to handle power transfer to next president. Brother kills man for raping sister in Benue. Federal government vows sanction for fuel marketers rejecting POS and transfers. I am Odeleke Mufinfola reporting for Wisdom Yard Television. Thank you for staying tuned.